This is Mark Busevich reporting for Hudson County View outside the Hudson County Prosecutor's office, where Hudson County Prosecutor Esther Suarez just announced the formation of a new Hudson County Regional Fatal Collision Unit.
The purpose of today's press conference is to announce the implementation of a newly formed Hudson County Regional Fatal Collision Unit. This unit was formed with the participation of multiple law enforcement agencies and chiefs in Hudson County, most of whom have joined me here today at the podium, as well as crime scene detectives from the Office of the Hudson County Prosecutor. Additionally, a dedicated group of assistant prosecutors will also be working with this unit and will be on call at all times. This unit was conceptualized nearly 2 years ago, and shortly after I assumed this office, after seeing a need for it because of an increase in the number of fatal collisions and fatal pedestrian incidents.
According to the prosecutor, the formation of this unit is urgent and necessary because of the alarming rise in vehicle collisions and pedestrian deaths.
We've been working on this for approximately 2 years. The most recent events in the last few days where we've had 2 fatal pedestrian incidents demonstrate the obvious need for a regional collision unit where we combine the resources and the expertise of the participating agencies. In the past year, in 2017, there were 26 deaths caused by vehicle collisions in Hudson County. By comparison, in 2016 there were 24 deaths, and in 2015 there were 27 deaths. 18 of the 26 deaths in 2017 were either pedestrians or cyclists, and as a percentage, that number translates to about 70%. The state average is 24%. 15 of those 18 deaths were strictly pedestrians, and we are tied, Hudson County is tied for the highest number of pedestrian fatalities in the state.
Another important reason for the formation of this unit, according to the prosecutor, is that it will prevent these types of fatalities from happening in the future. So during the press conference, we asked the question about specifically how this new unit will prevent additional traffic fatalities and vehicle collisions, and this is what one of the police chiefs who attended today's press conference said.
Go ahead.
Yes, Prosecutor, you mentioned that part of the training that the officers underwent included software. So how does that play a role in, I guess, the detection that would prevent, for example, driver distraction?
Do you want to do that one, Jim?
Just in terms of some of the equipment that we have available for detection, and that's a science part of it. There's 2 aspects of this, and this is where the science aspect of it and the investigative aspect are commingled and come together of the best. But as far as the equipment, without getting into the exact details, but there's 3D imaging equipment that we have available. There's equipment for, obviously, what we call the black box, but event data recorder from every vehicle in a crash that's analyzed. So we have software that can analyze that, and officers that went to school to analyze that type of data once it's extracted. That's aside from the lighting, the laser measurements. I think I mentioned the skid marking and the measurements as well. So that's just some of the data that's available on our vehicles that you see there that are displayed, that are going to be equipped and are going to roll out on every criteria case that's met.
And just to follow up, and this is Mark Busevich from Hudson County, as far as preventing, though, I mean, I guess like one of those vehicles would be positioned at a certain intersection and cars that are going by would be able to detect that the driver is checking his or her cell phone?
All right, so just to back up on that, these vehicles, this is part of the crash unit. So that those vehicles are reactive once a collision occurs. They're not enforcement vehicles. They're used. There's the equipment on there that once a collision does occur, we use that to detect a driver, for example, that runs or takes off or leaves the scene.
This is Mark Busevich reporting on Newark Avenue in Jersey City for Hudson County View, the eye of the community.